It has begun. The inevitable is here, breathing down your neck. October 24th isn't just a date on the calendar. It is a point of no return, an energetic threshold your soul chose long before you were born. The clock is no longer ticking. It is vibrating, counting down the final moments of the old world. Right now, as you hear my voice, tune in. This is not a forecast. It is not a prediction. This is an energetic transmission, an activation code that I am broadcasting directly into your cellular consciousness. Your entire life, all your choices, all the pain, and all the joy have led you precisely to this moment. Feel the air around you. It's become dense, thick, charged with ozone, like the air before a storm that has yet to break. The fabric of reality has grown thin, preparing for the great shift, for the hour of karmic reckoning. And this hour is arriving just for you, not for anyone else. This is your personal, intimate process of return. The boomerangs you once threw are coming back. Everything returns, not for punishment, but for liberation. You feel it in your body. You think you are sick, but you are not. Your body is a sacred vessel, and it is the first to react to the change in cosmic seasons. Notice that strange, heavy cellular fatigue. This isn't exhaustion. It is the release of old, outdated energetic programs. Your body is shedding decades of baggage. Notice the fog in your mind, as if a soft veil has fallen over your consciousness. This isn't memory loss. It is the old, logical, third-dimensional mind shutting down, making way for a quantum consciousness, one that doesn't think, but knows. Do you feel a subtle, faint vibration in your body or limbs? That is your internal frequency tuning to the planet's new carrier wave, the tingling in your palms, the sudden warmth in your chest. These are your creative centers, your chakras, activating. They are preparing to receive and channel a flow of incredible power. Those sudden chills or hot flashes that wash over you for no reason? That isn't a fever. It is the burning away of karmic debris at a cellular level. And that quiet, high-pitched, almost angelic ringing in your ears when it's silent? That is the sound of the universe's tuning fork, adjusting you. I repeat, this is not an illness. These are the symptoms of ascension. Your body is remembering its original divine blueprint. Your emotions right now are a stormy ocean, and you are a small boat. But you are not sinking. You are learning to navigate the storm. Are you overcome by a random bone-chilling anxiety? Do not fear it. It isn't yours. It is the collective fear of the old world, which is in its death throes, clinging to every soul so it doesn't have to leave alone. Let it go, like steam. And then, an hour later, you might be hit by a wave of sudden, crystal clear, almost childlike optimism. These are glimpses of the new reality you've already stepped into. Are you crying for no reason? Bless those tears. Your body is releasing the collective pain of generations through water, cleansing your emotional reservoirs. Do you feel that something huge, something inevitable is coming? That is your intuition screaming the truth. And those sudden, uncontrollable bursts of anger? That is your system deleting the corrupt files of lies, betrayal, and self-deception. October 24th is a spotlight, pulling everything you've hidden in the darkest corners of your subconscious to the surface. Everything buried must be seen. Everything hidden will be brought to light. To understand what is happening, forget the old logic. We are speaking the language of energy and vibration. What is coming on October 24th is not just an astrological event. It is the awakening of the crystalline consciousness grid. Imagine your body, your DNA, your consciousness, as a biological terminal plugged into a global energetic network. The old network was carbon-based, built on programs of fear, separation, struggle, and lack. It was slow, full of viruses. But now, a new network is activating, a network of light, crystalline, operating on the frequency of unconditional love and instant creation. The awakening of this grid is like switching from old dial-up internet to fiber optics of light. And this hour of karmic reckoning, it's the final system protocol before the full switch. The system is running a full diagnostic, sending all incompatible, low-frequency energy packets, your old actions, thoughts, and emotions, back to their source, not for judgment, but for integration, for awareness, for healing. This is a complete reset of your karmic history. This moment is unique. For millennia, sages and prophets have spoken of this time. Why now? Because a critical mass of light has been reached. Enough souls on the planet, and you are one of them, have raised their vibration to the point where the crystalline grid activation is irreversible. The Earth, as a living, conscious being, is changing its own frequency, literally shaking off the old, sleepy matrix. And you are ready. You have learned enough lessons to withstand this new power. The energy arriving on October 24th is different from anything you've known. It is not a soft, gentle wave. It is a fiery, surgically precise stream of divine light that acts like a laser scalpel. This evolutionary leap cuts away everything false, everything artificial, everything that is not your true essence. It lances the wounds you have carried for years. It is painful, but it is healing, and it is inevitable. The world around you is screaming for change. You just need to learn to see the signs. And I don't mean cliches like stopped clocks. Look deeper. Have you noticed the sky in recent days? Those strange, impossible shades. Lilac, rose, pearlescent dawn and dusk. That is the new energy grid of the planet shining through. Have you felt how shadows seem deeper, the contrast sharper, as if the world has gained an extra dimension? Have you tasted the water? Simple water sometimes tastes sweeter, more alive, as if its very structure has changed. This is the crystalline grid changing matter itself. Notice the silence. Sometimes a silence falls that is so deep, so profound, you can almost touch it. In that moment, the old matrix is offline. Have you seen the flashes of light, the strange geometric patterns at the edge of your vision or in your dreams? You are seeing the grid itself, its light codes. The universe is no longer whispering. It is speaking to you directly. Your inner world is the main screen displaying all the proof you need. Have you noticed how your tastes have changed? Your body suddenly rejects heavy, dead food. You feel physically repulsed by meat, sugar, alcohol, anything carrying low vibrations. This isn't a diet. It's your new crystalline structure rejecting incompatible fuel like poison. Your intuition has sharpened into a superpower. You just know. You look at someone and know what's in their heart. You feel in your gut when you shouldn't go somewhere. This inner compass no longer fails. And your dreams? They've become vivid, tangible, almost real. They aren't just dreams anymore. Your mind is unzipping new information archives while you sleep. Your nervous system is training, like in a simulation, preparing to function in a new reality. You wake up with a clear solution to a problem. This isn't fantasy. Your soul is downloading updates. Look at your relationships. This is the most obvious area of transformation. People from your past, people tied to you by karmic debt, suffering, or dependency, are beginning to fade from your life. Quietly, without drama. They just fall off your radar, as if the river of your life has gently changed course. You no longer resonate. The masks that you or others have worn for years are becoming physically unbearable. You look at someone who always smiled at you, and you suddenly feel a physical nausea from the falsehood. Your body, connected to the crystalline grid, now has a built-in lie detector. You feel deception like a cold draft, a dissonance in the space. Your system is deleting incompatible files. Your soul no longer seeks compromise. It seeks pure, clear resonance. And anything that doesn't vibrate with you will be gently, or not so gently, removed from your field. Let's talk about money, the most charged topic. I am declaring this. All your programs of poverty, scarcity, and lack, they are not your programs. They are viral code, written onto the hard drive of your subconscious by the old matrix to keep you enslaved. The awakening of the crystalline grid is the launch of a divine antivirus. The energy of October 24th is a powerful stream that burns these viral files to ash. It reformats your financial mindset, returning it to the Creator's factory settings. And the factory setting is abundance. You stop chasing money. You stop fighting for survival. You remember the fundamental truth. You are not a consumer. You are a source. You are a generator of reality. And when this shift happens within you, the flow of abundance will open from the most unexpected, wonderful places. Money and opportunities will begin to find you, drawn to your new, clear, high-frequency signal. And now, love, your heart is not just an organ. It is the central processor for your personal node on the crystalline grid. But for most, this processor is covered in scars and dust from past disappointments. These scars are like bad sectors on a hard drive. They slow the whole system down. The process activating on October 24th is like energetic laser surgery on your heart. This fiery stream of light cleanses your heart's magnet of all old pain, all resentment and betrayal. All toxic, karmic connections that drained the life from you are severed. And then, for the first time, your heart begins to shine with its true, pure light. And this light doesn't attract a half or a crutch. It attracts another whole, free, shining being. This is no longer the dance of two broken people. It is the dance of two free, sovereign universes, meeting to create, not to consume. And here is the most important promise. The background anxiety, that constant, exhausting noise in your head you've lived with for so long you thought it was normal, it will disappear. One day, you will simply notice it is gone, and in its place will come a deep, profound, diamond-like silence. But it won't be an empty silence. It will be the silence of absolute fullness. You will feel, for the first time, what it means to be home in your own body, in your own mind. From this silence, a crystal clarity will be born. You will know exactly who you are, why you are here, and what to do next. Not from your mind, from your new center. Your true creative power will awaken, not to earn a living, but to express the divine through you. This is your new operating state, the state of the Creator. It is as if, after a long, stuffy winter, all the windows in your inner home have been thrown open, and the fresh, clean air of eternity has rushed in. But there is a cost, and I must be honest with you. Before the new operating system can be installed, the old one must be completely uninstalled. This is the fiery purification. It's like a fever before the final healing. You cannot build a new temple on a rotten, moldy foundation. That foundation must be burned clean, down to the bedrock of your soul. So, in the coming days, especially around the peak of October 24th, everything will surface. All the suppressed pain, all the hidden rage, all the tears you never cried, all the guilt you've carried. This is necessary. Do not be afraid of this fire. It is not destroying you. It is only destroying your prison walls. Walk through it. Allow it to burn away everything that is not love. This is the sacred fire of transformation, turning the coal of your pain into the diamond of your power. And at that exact moment, the system will give you a final test. When the fire of purification is at its most intense, your shadow will rise from the depths of your subconscious. All your greatest fears will find a voice. Your ego will scream in panic, begging you to return to the old, familiar, safe swamp. At the same time, the outside world will test you. People, even those closest to you, will unconsciously push your most painful buttons. They will provoke you, dismiss your experience, and try to pull you back into old dramas, arguments, and conflicts. This is the final test. Will you remain the observer? Can you hold your new, high frequency, or will you fall back into reaction, judgment, and fear? This is the final cleanup before the new software installs, and it is up to you to allow it to complete. Do not betray yourself in the final moment. So what should you do during this peak moment on October 24th? The answer is paradoxically simple. Nothing. Your only task is to become the total, loving, detached observer. Imagine you are sitting on the high bank of a mighty river. This river is carrying all the trash of your past life past you. Old resentments, fears, the wreckage of relationships. You do not jump into the water to save this trash. You do not shout after it. You simply watch it float away. And you breathe. Be in silence. Disconnect from the external noise, the television, the news, the empty conversations. Your system is undergoing a delicate calibration, and it needs stillness. Drink plenty of clean, living water. Water is a liquid crystal, the best conductor for the new light codes, and most importantly, trust the process completely, even if it hurts, even if it's terrifying. Breathe through the pain, breathe through the fear. Do not get in the way of the universe doing its greatest work for you. Your interference right now will only cause harm. And there are things you absolutely must not do. Do not engage in conflict. Any argument, any judgment on this day is a voluntary reconnection to the old, dying matrix. It is a rollback to the old version. You will just drain the precious energy given to you for this transition into the black hole of the old world. Second, do not try to analyze what is happening with your logical mind. Your old processor cannot comprehend the scale of this quantum shift. It will only see chaos and trigger panic. Turn off the analyst. Trust your heart. And third, do not cling to the old. Not to people, not to habits, not to beliefs. The universe is trying to hand you priceless gifts, but your hands must be empty to receive them. If you keep your fist clenched around your old junk, you cannot accept what is meant for you. Let go. Bravely. Radically. Right now. And then, silence will fall. Not like before. A deep, velvet, healing silence. The storm will pass. And one morning, you will wake up, and the first thing you will feel is an incredible lightness in your body, as if a heavy, invisible weight you have carried your entire life has been lifted. Your mind will be filled with absolute, ringing clarity. The awakening of the crystalline consciousness grid will be complete. The new operating system will be fully activated. You will feel a perfect synchronization between your soul, your mind, and your body. For the first time, they will sound like a perfectly tuned orchestra. And from this state of harmony, you will begin to create your new reality. Easily, joyfully, playfully. This is the end of suffering. This is the end of the struggle. Welcome home. Welcome back to yourself. You are the creator. You always have been. Now, You remember.